All right, everyone's favorite part, vocabulary. Woo! First vocab word, position. Now the symbol I use for position typically is an X, but it could also be a Y, Z, R, S. Those are probably the 5 most common letters that are used for position. I typically stick with just X. Some people get stuck in the X is horizontal, Y is vertical, Z is coming at you or away from you. Yeah, that X is whatever direction I say it is. Or in your case, whatever you say it is. R typically shows up when you're dealing with radial position. You have some central point and it's how far and what direction is it. And S is actually from the Latin, stadia. Now the definition of position, one, it's a vector. It's where an object is. Wow. Where an object is with respect to the origin. No, parenthetically put 0. If it's a two-dimensional graph, the origin is where the x-axis and the y-axis or horizontal axis and vertical axis meet. If it's a number line, it's 0, typically not called the origin, but 0. You have some reference that you're basing it on. Now, position is positive when you're on the positive side of the origin. It's negative when you're on the negative side of the origin. It's 0 when you're at the origin. So if I'm dealing with a one-dimensional problem, let's say that's 0. The origin, is, I said, was right there. I could have made the origin anywhere else, but I just said, let's make the origin there. My position is -1. If I'm here, the position is 2. Oh, that's well and good. In one dimension, you can get away with that. If I wanted to, I could have also said, well, let's just make that the I-hat direction. And so my position is 2 I-hat. Over here, -1 I-hat. If I go to a two-dimensional problem, and I am here, well, if I make that the I-hat direction and that the J-hat direction, there's my origin right there. Well, to get from my origin to that spot right there, I go 5 in the I-hat direction, and then I go 1 in the J-hat direction. So my position, or the position of that dot, is 5 I-hat plus 1 J-hat. That's just shorthand for I start at the origin, I go 5 to the right and 1 up. Because again, the less writing we can do, the happier we are. So let's go back to the one-dimensional problem. I'm going to now establish this as my origin. Or 0 if you want to think about it as the number line. I'm going to do away with that. And I'm going to say that to the right is positive. I could have made to the left positive. I'm making the right positive just because. So right now, my position, positive, negative, or 0.
0.
I heard one person say it. See if we can get more than one to say it.
Positive.
All right, let's see if we can get a little bit more enthusiasm for the next one. My position.
It's positive. Oh wait, we don't know.
I'm at the origin.
You're 0.
If I'm here, I'm consider me at the origin. So my position.
0.
There we go. Slightly better. And my position now.
Negative.
All right. This is the way the game is played. My position now?
Positive.
Okay. Now, we might have a parallax here. If I'm standing a little bit farther from the board, Gillette and Isabel, Isabel, A at the end? Okay, Isabella and Gillette might look at this differently. She might see me on the positive side and she might see me on the negative side. If I'm somewhere around the origin, then consider that I'm at the origin. Next keyword, displacement. The symbol for displacement is basically, it's the change in position. So it is delta x, or delta y, or delta whatever I'm using for my position. And I can define it two ways. I can define it as the change in position, or I can define it as where an object is with respect to the starting point. Now, starting point has some vague meanings. Typically, you define the starting point for, there's a problem you're facing, you define the starting point based on that. Just like for the origin, you can define the origin to be pretty much anywhere you want it to be. I do want to point out that if I ask for the displacement, there's actually two types. There's instantaneous displacement and there's overall displacement. If I just say displacement, I mean overall. So my default, if I just say displacement, is overall displacement. If I want instantaneous displacement, I need to tell you. I need to specify instantaneous. So that's my default. And then there's instantaneous, which I would need to define or specify. So if I consider my starting point to be here, so if that's my starting point, still my origin's over there, the positive side is to the right. Currently, my position, positive, negative, or zero?
0. Oh, currently, you?
Yeah, right?
Positive.
Positive. My position, oh, I just asked that. My displacement. If that's my starting point right there. Am I on the positive side of my starting point?
Yes.
So my displacement is?
Positive.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
My position now.
0.
Position deals with the origin. Am I on the plus side of the origin? I got one head shaking no. I got one head shaking yes. It is one of those two. Listen, we're hoping for a groundswell here of one of the correct answer, actually. It's my hope. All right, so for position, positive, negative, or 0, the question is, am I on the plus side of the origin? The origin is over there. Am I on the plus side of the origin?
So starting point is different than.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
They
Now
are
I get it.
different.
Yes.
My overall displacement, or my displacement, positive, negative, or 0?
Positive.
Am I on the plus side of it? My starting point's right there. The intent is I'm at the starting point. Sorry, I can't make myself decimate that.
0.
Yeah, 0. My starting point is still there. My position.
Positive.
Yes, because I'm on the plus side of that. My displacement.
Negative.
Yes, because
From
I'm
the
on the
starting
negative side of my starting point.
Starting point. Okay.
And over here, position,
Negative.
my displacement.
Negative.
All right.
Okay.
I guess next Tuesday we will hit the other ones, velocity and acceleration. Acceleration is the tough one.
This is chapter 3.
This is chapter 3. All right, so the people who still need to finish the lab, I know that 2 of them I've got the meter sticks that you used in my office. There's another one, there was a meter stick put in the box that still had the clip on it. I don't suppose that's, I think it was your group, I can't remember what else was in the group.
Delilah and then, they're not here.
Okay. We will go to Plan B there.
Yeah, it is your device.
That's okay.
Okay.
Sorry, just thought.
So we'll, I'm assuming no one's in there, I'm gonna check, make sure that no one's in there, and then we'll move down to those.
What is it? I just have 3.
All right, the room is open, so get on down if you still need to finish the lab. And,
Oh, it's 8 now.
yeah, we'll get you.
I swear I'm like, singing like I am. So I always am like,
Yeah, they-
even in
You're not doing it now because they're not here.
But the thing is, I have to be at work. I have to be at work.
Ah, okay. Hang around for a second.
Yeah, some of yeah. So he said to make this 0, you have to make, yeah, these negative.
Yep, still recording.